Hey, Golfaholics, we are back here at Treetops up here in Gaylord, Michigan, and we're really happy to be talking with Barry Owens, who is the head man here at Treetops. Been here for a long time. Barry, great to see you again.
Pleasure to be here, Fred.
Barry, I haven't been up here for probably about a year and a half or so, and I'll tell you what, you've done a lot of changing around here.
Yeah, the first one, of course, is where we're standing right here. This is the North Pro Shop, and for people familiar with coming here, the North Pro Shop used to be located on the lower level, right with the food and beverage, which could get pretty congested down there with the tavern and the pro shop. And so we moved this up here, almost 2,000 square feet of space for people to use and enjoy. And we're standing on a putting green right here, then all the display behind us, and there's a little lounge on the other side that people can relax and watch TV and have a cocktail, look over some of the golf courses there. So it's worked out well. We love it.
And so by moving up here, you have more square footage, so you're able to increase the amount of product and things like that you have here as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Staff's done a great job of outfitting the whole shop. We did all the work internally with setting up all the fixtures and everything. So we are really, really happy how it all turned out. And like you say, there's more selection for our guests when they're up there to take advantage of.
Another thing we want to talk about while we've got you is that you've been putting a lot of money back into the resort over the last couple of years. I know you've upgraded some of the accommodations, the new chalets. Also, you've got a convention center. We never talk about that. I think you can get about 500 people in that convention center, right?
Yeah, you can actually, depending on how they're seated and what they're doing, we've had up to 800 people in it. And you're right. I mean, it's a convention center we've had for years. It's 10,000 square feet. We can accommodate all types of groups in there. We do everything from golf groups and banquets and meetings to conventions and conferences. And, as we continue to put COVID in our rearview window, all that business is coming back. And we're a great location for state and association groups because we're right here on I-75 and, of course, corporate groups that want to come here and not only meet but do a little entertaining and rewarding to their staff.
And so we're here in golf season, but I mean, you are a ski resort as well. So you're 12 months a year. If you've got somebody wants to get together, or even for a family Christmas party or a holiday thing or something, you can handle all of that.
We can, and it's great you say Christmas party because, believe it or not, it's Christmas party planning season for larger companies. So we've already have some reservations on the books for some companies that come in, and it's nice. They can bring their staff there. We'll work with them on menu selections and room prices so everybody can stay and enjoy themselves and not worry about, people driving home after they've maybe had a couple beverages. And we'll just continue to push that. And we'll usually sell out all those weekends. So people that are interested in doing stuff, we would encourage it.
You mentioned earlier about the new chalets, and I had a chance to see those the last time I was here. Those are really very cool. And so if you got a golf group or a family unit coming, the chalets are the place to stay, aren't they?
They really are. They're 2 and 3 bedroom units. They're units we had for years, and we took them out of the inventory about 3 years ago, and we spent about a year and a half rehabbing them.
You did them right during COVID with everything hard to get and the prices going.
Yeah. It took us over 18 months, spent probably $2.5 million on 30 rooms, almost $100,000 a room. And they turned out wonderful. And our guests just love them. I mean, you stayed in them last year when they were partially opening and getting all open. And we've got a full year of performance here. And we see the results. And one of the fun parts is there's a putting green right down there that all these chalets circle around. And it's inevitable. You drive by there when there's a lot of activity on the evening,
Got to settle those bets out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I heard a guy talking that he said he lost like $6 on the golf course and like $600 on the putting green. So I was like, obviously we know the weakness of your game. So, but it's the people just love them, and they, our team did it great. I mean, they're beautiful inside.
One more thing, this has been a little bit longer ago, but you spent a bunch of money upgrading the accommodations like in the lodge and some of the other areas where you stay in, and talk just a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that was done about 5 years ago, a bunch to the lodge and the inn. And once again, things that were very well received. There's more coming down the pike because, you really never stop on those things. And another thing we didn't touch on when we were talking about the chalets is We also have these Jones cottages we call, and we just opened 2 more of those here in the month of July. So we've got 3 4-bedrooms and a 3-bedroom, and all for rental, and tremendously popular. Full kitchens, washer and dryer, so great for the winter or summer season. Families, couples, groups of guys, groups of gals, and then one other thing, back to the lodge. Something really neat. We've had it there, but we haven't maximized it. Is we have right there in the lobby. We have an area called Bar 81, and we're now serving limited food in there, 3 squares a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Craft cocktails, which we've partnered with Iron Fish Distilleries out of Thompsonville, Michigan, and we've got some really neat different craft cocktails and stuff, and we do. And staff loves working in there, and our guests love it too.
Well, everybody knows as a golfer, you got to go drown your sorrows after losing like 10 golf balls. So,
Often like an old-fashioned to do it. Right?
But while we're on that topic, you're dining here. Once you come on property, you really don't have to leave. You've got several different dining options. And underneath us here at the North Course, I understand you expanded the dining area down there and the menu a little bit.
Yeah, with moving the pro shop up here, we had more room to spread out because it would get really crowded there. We've taken advantage and done some things outside too. Every Friday and Saturday we do, in the ski world it's après ski, which is what you do afterwards. So Fridays and Saturdays here we do a big cookout out there, après golf, and that's taken off and has been really popular. So yeah, the area downstairs, between the area downstairs, the halfway houses, and the beverage carts, we just do tremendous business up here because these poor golf courses on busy days, they'll approach 900 to 1,000 rounds of golf.
Talking with Susan earlier, she was telling about you have a dining event coming up in October. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. It's a progressive fall color tour, and there's only 3 dates we do it because we work our best to coordinate it when the leaves are changing, and everybody gets a chance to hop on a golf course and take a tour through the Masterpiece Golf Course, and stop at stations along the way that have appetizers along the way that you can partake in, maybe a glass of wine, maybe a craft beer, and then you end up back at one of the restaurants and you finish with dinner there.
Sounds like a fantastic event. I'm kind of looking forward to that, actually. I'm going to try and put that on my schedule and get up here with it.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, please do.
Barry, that's pretty much all the topics that I have. Is there anything else you want to touch base on that we forgot to talk about?
No, I think you're on top of it once again, Fred, so I appreciate it.
Been talking with Barry Owens here at Treetops. Barry, thanks a lot for your time.